you doing? I'm Steve Barcelo. I'm the guy that runs the Cryptozoology Paranormal Museum in Littleton, North Carolina. It's a small museum in a large old haunted house. I was a journalist with the New York Daily News, escaping high taxes and a dying newspaper business. I've been into the paranormal. I wasn't looking to buy a haunted house, but that's what I ended up with. After finding out the house was haunted, we started doing ghost hunts, bringing people through it and actually bringing them through to do actual ghost hunting with K2 meters, Mel meters. It's real ghost hunting, not just a walking tour. Becomes very popular. All the local newspapers start picking up on it. And at that point, since I've done some documentaries on Bigfoot, I put some Bigfoot castings out. Next thing you know, the Bigfoot sightings start coming in. The Halawassaponi tribe, Medoc Mountain State Park. Then the woman that lived a block behind us had a sighting, January the 8th, 2016. That's what really put us in the map. That's what brought in Travel Channel, MTV, NPR. And that's how we end up being where we are now. You can see it's actually, I even got suckered into running for office. I'm one of the town commissioners. You can see actually I use Bigfoot for that. So it's kind of a crazy town, but it's a very paranormal active town. We have a lot of great things going on in Littleton. The Bigfoot sightings are all around. Like I said, the Halawassaponi tribe tells about sightings that go 75 years back and more. So if you get a chance, come by. It's a great place, and you get to visit my friend here, who's the closest thing we could get to what they're seeing around here in the woods. He's gorgeous. I don't know if the creature in the woods has his gorgeous hairdo, but basically what they're seeing is something jet black, long hair 6 to 8 inches long. Sizes are all over the place. First things given to us. Miss Beasley's a doll off an old TV show called Family Affair. The woman that got it actually saw it in a flea market. It reminded her of her childhood. She bought it for a few dollars, brings it home. Next thing you know, she's getting movement out of it. She's not into the paranormal, didn't want it, gave it to us. Since we've had her, we've had multiple movements, so we actually put her in a box so we can control it. Since she's been in a box, we've had 3 major movements and 10 minor movements. We have cameras all throughout. Since we've had the cameras on her in this room, we haven't had anything major on her, but we're going to put a smaller camera in for even slight movements. But we have caught a shadow person going down the hallway right next to us here, which you can go online and see at Cryptozoology Paranormal Museum or cryptopower.com.
Okay, you want to talk about the stuff you found in your house?
Yeah, we've actually had lots of people come through, a lot of sensitives come through here. We find all kinds of crazy stuff in the house. One talked about the spirit of a little boy shunned to the 2nd and 3rd floor, told us he had things hidden in the attic. We went up there, she points to a spot, and that's where we find things. This pin, this block, and this tin toy. You can see how faded it is. That's how long this thing faced up. You can see this size like pristine. This thing was laying up there like this, ended up being buried with debris. She left, came back about a month later, said the little boy was still communicating with her and wanted us to go look for more things. And since then, she went to another spot. We found puzzle pieces laid out, a little toy, a doll, and a marble. Marbles are a common thing we find in the house, especially antique clay marbles. These are some marbles that his contractor, Raymond Clean, found shortly after him finding it here. Now, this is a gentleman that knew the house was haunted. He worked for the previous owners. Didn't tell us when we bought the place. We keep on finding marbles in the house. He's the only one that found black marbles. Shortly after that, he was complaining about feeling fatigue, things tasting metallic to him, and had a rather sudden death. Poor guy died. He was literally drinking beers on my porch 5 days before I got a call from his daughter saying that he was brought to the hospital and he passed away. Then we have other things we find in the property, Indian artifacts, pottery shards, things that are tomahawk heads, arrowheads. Not to mention the things the house just gifts to us. We find antique children's toys laid up the top of the stairs. Things that weren't there the day before. To the point now we've set cameras up even in the attic on the 3rd floor, which is large and cathedral. It's a crazy house. We have an underground stream in the house, a hidden room on the 2nd floor. It used to be a boarding house. The house was spun in 1895. We rumored to be a bordello. The date on the house we use is 1850s. That's we can prove that date. God forbid you say your house is older than you can prove. Those are fighting words in this town. We'll hopefully get the actual date. We don't know how much older it is. Probably close to 20 years older than that, going by what we can see as construction and peg work and things. Like I said, we have the underground stream, hidden room on the 2nd floor. There's 5 bedrooms upstairs. All the bedrooms have plumbing for sinks. Some still have sinks in them. A lot of closets here. The hidden room is actually office, a little separate closet. You walk in and push a panel, duck into it, walk in, and it's actually a room roughly 11 by 11. And that's most of the flooring's been lifted. That's where we found this chamber pot. It's a crazy house. Like I said, we weren't looking for a haunted house, but boy, that's what we found. And the whole neighborhood seems to have activities. We don't ghost hunt here. We do take you to other locations, the Dollhouse, Person's Ordinary, which is the old Stagecoach stop, Lakeland Theater, and we're actually adding more locations. So give us a call if you're interested. We always have something going on here. And don't forget our Paracons. We have a paranormal festival going on. It's going to be at Lakeland Theater, April 20th. And then we always have our Bigfoot Festival every year down at Medoc Mountain State Park. So there's always something going on here. Come on by. You're going to love it. It's a great place.